Hello, everyone. I'm Snake, and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. So, last episode, after escaping the asylum, we went back to the Hawkins mansion and spoke with Bradley and Dr. Colleen. We discussed what we saw there and how Sanders has died, and so we decided to pay a visit to Sanders' late, or not late wife, widowed wife, now that Sanders is dead. Anyway, she led us into the gallery, which beheld Sandra Hawk, or I don't know why I keep saying Sandra, Sarah Hawkins' picture of the Shambler, which was pretty much a giant picture with a mouth. We see that he was collecting a lot of Sarah's works as an art collector. However, upon closer inspection of the painting, the Shambler actually escaped from the painting and attacked us. Luckily, we were able to find a weapon and defeat the Shambler and banish it back into the painting from whence it came. Afterward, we saw Kat, and she directed us towards this bookstore that we are approaching, which is where we currently are. So anyway, we're at a nameless bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than just a artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the nameless bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit, which is where we're currently at. So, let's see what Algernon has to say in his bookstore. As we notice that there is a break in the window with some blood. Not promising. Hello, is anyone alive? I would like to question you about a dead woman who's crazy. But I'm not crazy. No, never. I was only accused of being crazy. But,
Where's the bookseller?
Okay, we can't investigate the blood. Can't see if it's human. I assume it's human, but you never know. I'm just realizing we didn't find the rest of that book
An old diary.
Oh, we didn't find 1 through 2, did we? Seems that I was just thinking about that and then it popped up. But yeah. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshiped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. Always listen to truth, boys and girls, even if it drives you towards insanity instead of away. More or less, it will move you towards insanity because the world is insane itself. Okay, that looks like a book we should be able to read. Ah, it actually is a book. 20 Leagues Under the Sea. Oh, another book. Darkwater History. Henry Campbell. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th, that's a spelling error, I think, century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. He believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. A little bit of lore building. Always good, always good. Oh, almost walked. Oh. Would you read the book?
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Another bestiarium. This collection catalogs and classifies creatures, that I have never heard of. Divinities from the stars. Creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work on the bestiary of myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. I am surprised I said that word without struggle. If any of you are proud of me, please let me know in the comments below that I was able to say that word, because I had no faith in myself. Another anatomy book, as precise and illustrated with as much detail as the first volume. This book focuses on healing surgeries specific to malformations and motor disorders. And with that, come on! We need one more. We're so close. I don't want to use my lamp. Use my lighter. I don't want to burn the fuel. That's right. We're running through this entire game with full lantern because I don't know how to use resources. It's kind of like when I was playing Halo 2 when I was little. I completed every single mission with full ammo because I just refused to use it.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are at the origin of the esoteric movement. A little voice crack there. Found by Helena Blavatsky. At the end of the 19th century, the creator of the Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the texts of this work, but no one had ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't even exist. This book, discovered in the nameless bookstore in Darkwater, could be as much a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. That should be occultism, yep. I imagine we're going to find a lot of occultist works in here. And medical knowledge, which is good for us. Oh, another book. Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. With about 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this collection. And with that, we are finally a professional. Do we have any of that's at 4? No. We have to figure out what happens when you get to 4. Oh, for what that's called. I think it's called expert, though. Just double checking around here. I know a lot of this past 10 minutes was just reading books, but kind of what you gotta do, right? Not a lot of things found. Ooh, something is hidden here. It seems like this is the area we need to go to, so we'll go.
What happened here?
First. We'll go to this room first. Yeah, there's a safe. Actually, just. I know I'm changing
Let's
my mind.
Start over. Where did they break in from?
Clearly
Blood.
this area.
Seems like amateur work.
Okay. They cut themselves. And it seems like the blood trail goes this way. Ooh. We left a note.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Or a tall woman. He seems to be holding his side. Do we know he was stabbed? Ooh. Medical knowledge needed here.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Clumsy or inebriated, mind you. Uncoordinated. Could be another word for it. Ah.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Oh no! Don't scare me. Don't do it.
What the? Charles Hawkins?
What? How do we know that?
Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? What killed all these animals?
What animals? I don't... Those are bugs, sir. Ah, my brain!
Sarah Hawkins
Headaches!
helped hide something in this safe.
What else is there? Why it's so dark?
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Spooky. Okay, so I see that we gotta get through here. Kane. It looks like we're going to be doing another hidden mystery again, aren't we?
Is everyone on this island
What?
taking sleeping pills?
I found these sleeping pills in the bookstore. Does the bookseller suffer from insomnia?
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
The key of Riley File. This is Cthulhu's last name, though, just so everyone knows. This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to Cairo. It's remained to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of this artifact. Try to find it. I'm just remembering now that we had the cylinder from the Sanders place and we didn't do anything with it. The least that can be said about this book is that its title is well conceived. The illustrations of human anatomy and dissection methods presented are illustrated in great detail. You have to have a strong heart or detachment of the detachment of proper doctors to consult its pages. There you are.
What a strange amulet.
Ooh.
I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
A strange amulet. The pen is in the shape of a large dog. Thought it was a rat, but okay. I don't know what it represents. I might find out more by searching the bookstore. Monkey.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Okay. A page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If someone finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality. In order that they be recovered and burned, the funeral urn must be given to my dear mother, if she is, well, still in this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as my own can hope to gain access to my precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination can be found within 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If, by chance, my person or should I say, a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous if it were to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you would be able to approach the danger that this represents and that you would be able to act accordingly. In any event, I will be there to guide you, nor I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Okay, so we're looking for some cylinders to coincide with that. Is from what I gathered. Man, I gather that. Oh! Were all those books there just a moment ago? Yeah, I don't think they were.
Arkham editions. Never heard of them.
Oh, the godfather of all horror. A collection of poems by Edward Pickman Derby, also known as the Nightmarish Lyrics. This collection of poems was sensitively received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism and the supernatural.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
A book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals of invocation and rites of curse. Reedition by Claudia D. Waits, presented on L.W. de Laurence's original. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology. Blah, 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 blah. So those of you that don't know, there's many in the esoteric world. There's actually a very big belief that King Solomon was actually a very great magician who made deals with both angels, devils, and God himself. And that's one of the reasons why he became such a great king, was that he was able to enslave certain demons. So that's why this kind of fits into this entire narrative.
Another volume by Arkham editions.
Opera in 8 acts by Benvenuto Cellini Bogadera, an infamous lyrical work published in 1768. It is said that the opera was performed only once, resulting in an audience riot that left several dead and missing. I believe that this is supposed to be a nod towards the King in the King in Yellow with Carcadia and how you can't it drives the audience insane, which kills itself. This should be something very similar to there's an SAP that's kind of like this. I don't remember the name of it. Drop it down in the comments below if you remember if you know what I'm talking about. But it's very similar. It's like a reference to the King in Yellow in SCP world.
Arkham editions. Never heard of them.
A collection of long-term astrological predictions written in verse, written by Nostradamus, translated by E. Loney, and I don't know about this one. This is probably something to do with Nostradamus. Yeah, I have no clue. I know a lot about esotericism, but that's...
How many volumes are there in this collection?
A book of esoteric philosophy and a key text in Madame Blavatsky's Theosophical Movement. This one's very vague, so I don't know much about it. I'm going to guess it's during the rise of, what's his name? Arkham? No, not Arkham. He's some British guy in the 1800s. I forget his name, though. It's slipping my mind up. He's considered one of the worst magicians.
Another volume by Arkham editions.
Big liar, too. Don't believe anything that he did. Written by Hermes Trismegistus, translated and edited by Nathaniel Copulus. The collection of texts in different beliefs was written by a legendary philosopher. It includes a translation of the Emerald Tablet, a popular text among centuries. Yeah, that one doesn't ring a bell for me either.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
A ancient Fasarian manuscript translated by William R. Sandbach. The text claims that in the distant past, Europe and other continents were controlled by mothers of this people, and moreover, that our alphabet is derived from the Frisian language. I think this is referencing aliens of some type. Because there is a big belief that aliens, or maybe not aliens, it could also be the, what are they called? Angels? I think I think it would technically be angels in this case, based on the Book of Enoch, is what this belief would be. I don't think that they were actually called angels, if I remember correctly. They were kind of like predestines. I think there was a different name for them, but it's kind of like the giants.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
A collection of essays in American folklore and urban legends written by Albert Withmeyer, professor of Miskatonic University. This just seems to be basic American folklore. I think that's it. Okay. We have gotten through all of them. Go into this room. No. Oh, oil. Might as well win Rome and all. Darkwater history again. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales greatly disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up until then, the region was a favored refuge for Cietans. In 1847, with months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast into the whaling ship. This is going to be a lot of me reading. I already know it. Oh wait, we got
A kind of chalice.
This goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of pure gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up a special motif? Interesting. Oh, yes.
Things are not looking good.
No. I don't think we can move it, can we? Force checkmate. So I don't think there's reason to continue. But anyway, it asked for us. We're still looking for some cylinders. And we'll see if anything has popped out into our visible range. Kind of like those books that weren't there a second before. If not, I may need to cut to when we actually find stuff. Otherwise, that'll be a very boring video, huh? And wait. Oh. Looks like I will not have to cut the video because it seems we have
cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Okay, I think... Is it this? Oh. Okay. Wait. Which button is it? Inventory. Oh, we don't have... Oh, we could have listened to it. I didn't realize that we need to go to this thing. Anyway, we'll start listening to the first
these
one.
Red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay. That doesn't give us anything.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay. Hey, wait.
The Queen has little protection.
Wait, is he talking about pawns, or what did he say?
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my
I think this is a
apprehension
riddle.
grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. I finally understood that we were only pieces
Okay,
on
so
the
I think
chessboard
that
of
means
the
that
gods.
the second one is
Let those
3,
of us
because
who are
there's
still
3 chess
standing
pieces that are
protect our
not the
White
queen.
from their
And he
dark
talks about
souls. And
who,
these
the
red
ones that
rocks,
remain.
like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay, so he mentioned red stones in the goblet.
The chalice of knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we'll go from the crack just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So 5, 3. What's the last riddle?
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
9. I think he means all 9. But we'll check the volume 9 again.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
I would say an 18, but it doesn't. I don't think that fits for what we have, right? Yeah. So. Oh. How do I rotate? Okay. So we said 5, 3, 9. The last one was easy. Hey, a book. A lot of books in the bookstore, huh? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Books in a bookstore. Crazy, I know. But this one seems rather dusty. I don't know how it got dusty in a safe. There's no dust. Looks like another one of those bestiaries. It sees me. The great eye of Sauron. Hey, don't you defy gravity. We saw what happened last time that someone decided to defy the gravity that is set by the universe. They were killed. We read the Necronomicon, apparently. However, I believe that will be it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, if you still are. And please drop a comment down below what you think. Any thoughts or questions, or if you knew any. Aleister Crowley! Ah! It came to me right there. Aleister Crowley is the magician I was talking about earlier. From the 7th or 6th volume, I think. But yeah, that was Aleister Crowley. Oh, I forgot. And the Freemasons. Yep. But yeah, anyway. Drop a comment down below what you think. Let me know if I got anything wrong with the little esoteric history lesson down there. Drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything moving forward on anything else other in the series or any other games that we play on the channel. And plus it makes my heart just a little bit happier. And without further ado, I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye and bene vale, everyone.